So until we have our first caller, I'm going to go ahead and do the stream read. The energies today are really one step away from perfect balance. Yesterday was the day of equal light and equal darkness, and today's one step away from equal light and equal darkness. And what we're learning today is who's our friends and who's not our friends, who has the same heart as us and who doesn't. It's the separation of the boys from the girls and the big boys from the little boys, the big girls from the little girls. For those that are ready to directly invest in this time, effort, energy, and place in history, you will have allies, you will have support. People will naturally flock together. That's the energy of the stream right now. It's helping us understand why we look for people that have similar vibrations to us, why we want this as part of us. The second part of the stream energy is obvious. The life, death, and rebirths of the people within us, the shamans within us, the healers within us, the politicians or lawyers within us, or mathematicians or atheists within us. Whatever it is, it goes through a process of life, death, and rebirth. The stream today is asking you, what process have you gone through in the last 3 months? What process have you gone through? Beginning of June, for those that were in the Truther movement, many were very much disappointed that nothing happened on the 21st. And then you were disappointed when nothing happened with what was going on with the president being replaced, and Ron Paul was going to be the new president, and Boner was going to be the vice president. Again, proved to be nothing. So there was disappointment after disappointment. So many people went through that process of life, death, and rebirth. And here we are again, the passing of the neutral energies of the solstice. Well, there's also another way to look at it, a way that's not 3D, a way that's a representation of your dream time, a way that's a representation of the flow of great energy that's here, now, in the present. This energy is expanding. It helps us understand the places of power that we stand on. It helps us know the energy inside the earth. Okay? What is the energy inside the earth? Okay? It's our ideas. It's our total concept. It is us in manifestation. Okay? When one manifests, they take it to a whole new level because they have respect for everybody's sacred space. They allow room for everyone else to have their thoughts, opinions, and ideas, and still allow room for others to grow their own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. What a wonderful world that could be if everybody was allowed to express their thought, but not enforce their thought as single opinion, as single fact, because that's where we're at right now. There is a 1% that is in charge that is telling the 99% how to think, how to feel, how to love, how to consume, how to not consume, how to have a government, how to not have a government, how to take the government away and put a new one back in. They are telling us everything. And that is not a sacred space. That is a disrespected space. Disrespected space. That's where we're at right now. We have been disrespected as a species. And the energies of the stream are saying, how do we rectify that without destroying our species, without destroying our culture, without bringing us into the concept of destruction? We all must exercise that newfound ability of tolerance when there is intolerance in the world. We all must learn to exercise that newfound ability of seeking truth when we're not given truth. We all must exercise that ability to know truth when truth is being told to us, and to know when bullshit is being told to us. We all must recognize that we have an internal sensor that tells us truth, untruth, truth, untruth. Does everything distill down to truth and untruth? At this point in time, it does. Because each person has an individual truth and untruth. Each individual person has a soul purpose and a soul contract that come from different places. The vast majority of people did not originate here on Earth. They came here. They were drawn here. They had cycles here. So here it is. What are these abilities to recognize truth and untruth? Who has a bullshit detector? Absolutely everyone does. Why? Because we're expressing ourselves. We're learning how to put feathers in our caps and how to make goals. Okay? What does that all mean with abilities? Well, when you set out to learn a skill, you make a goal that I'm going to learn that skill and I'm going to do the best that I can do with it. And here we are. What are you doing with your skills? What exactly are you doing as part of this process of co-creation and relation to Earth? Well, we're here in a time now I chose to be a radio station host. Okay, the host before me, Clay, he chose to be a radio host and a magazine printer for 45 years. You know, for him, that's a lifetime of standing up and telling his truth. Right? The host that comes after me, he has a lifetime of standing up in truth. So here we are. What is our purpose now in this very day that we are at now? Okay? Sometimes you have to ask yourself that because it changes that much. The day of neutral balance is about asking yourself. The second day of beyond neutral balance is about asking yourself again and making sure, is the next lever, the next layer, the next thing that could trigger me, will it reveal my knowledge? Will it help me understand why my memories are in a certain way? Will I learn the passion that it takes to co-create everything that I need? Or is the passion already within you? Strange concept. Is the passion already within you? Does the passion come from someone else? Is it a part of this world? Does it come from our higher selves? Who knows? The great mystery, because that's what it's all about. All right, that's the first energies I'm reading off the stream. All right, so next I'm going to read the stream of the animal medicine that's coming in and out right now. There's been a layer of aggressive energy over our world, stemming from Obama going and visiting Israel. What does that really mean? It just means the players are on a new chessboard, and that new chessboard is something different. Loyalty of the dog, mana of the dolphin, stamina of the moose. That is the energy that is here in the now. The dog is loyal. The dog is something that can sense danger from far away. The dog knows the emotion that goes over each and every person's idea. The dog can look at you cross-eyed and know your shadow. The dolphin breathes deep, dives deep under the water, goes deep finding spirit herring, grits his herring, dives up, pops out the top of the water, sun upon his skin, back into the water. Repeating this over and over again. Up, down, deep down the dolphin goes down into the universal depths of the ocean, speaking to the Earth Mother through clicks and clacks and sounds of the echolocator inside. The dog and the dolphin are man's best friends. The dolphin is the dog of the sea, loyalty to man, but it is also the shaman of the sea, and the dog is the shaman of the land. When dog and dolphin unite in this world, great things will be done. Friend Moose comes to the forefront, with his great rack reminding us of his power. The moose is that of the stamina, reminding us for every journey you must endure, for every battle you must take time to regain your strength, because it is truly the stamina to endure. The moose is telling the dog and the dolphin to be loyal and constantly give love in return. You must have love within yourself. Love within yourself to love others, because that is the nature of stamina, is the concept of stamina. And the dolphin knows this well, and the dog knows this well. The giveaway here. This is my stream giveaway. This is my Patlich ceremony saying that there is knowledge for all of those who choose to have it. That knowledge is from the friend spider and that of the chrysalis of the butterfly that's come many times before us. All patterns are within nature if you should choose to observe them. All concepts are there if you should choose to accept them. Accept them. Accept and co-create. That is the next level of the shaman within. When you take something in, you make it part of yourself, and then you create it. Religions are based on that concept. The religion of the self allows you to go in any direction of your choice. The religion of others allows you to go in the direction of others. So there's a big difference. The great eagle, it speaks here today. It asks us to look high above the situation that we're in. It asks you to use the eyes of the eagle, who can focus in on a single mouse running through the great grass fields. It's saying, can you see with eagle's eyes? Can you understand that eagle flies close to grandfather's sun, warming his feathers, keeping him in perfect temperature as he flies at the highness of the cold skies? And as he dives down to find friend else, his claws grabbing it, completing the cycle of food chain here on Earth. The eagle is here to remind us that the concept of the higher beings can immediately come into us like a eagle striking a mouse, but not in that food chain concept. The eagle will come into our lives Like a flash of lightning, we are filled with the great energy of the great grandfather sun. The energy of the grandfather sun within us. That is the concept of this eagle. And the same concept of the turtle, yet it comes from the water and that of our Earth Mother. Grandfather Sky and Earth Mother came into divine union, allowing our creation and co-creation as spirit beings, ever evolving into action and purification. Learning how to call to the rains, we as the people made songs, made drums, connected to our Earth Mother's heart. Quickly went through the forest, avoiding all of the predators that were here in the food chain, until finally man learned its records through the second ice age and the third ice age and the fourth ice age. As man began to expand and explore on the spine of Earth Mother, we learned of the transmuting power of spirit religions, spirit concepts, and from that, friend spider wove the first alphabets. From those first alphabets, snake and spider made a medicine truce. Snake said it will train part of humanity, and spider said it will train part of humanity. And in the end, humanity, the two parts of humanity, will have to train each other how to get along, how to be a part of each other, how to recognize each person's patterns as patterns of the whole. Patterns of the whole.